there's that. Troy Duhon joins us now, my friend. I'm proud to call him a friend. Troy Duhon, founder of Giving Hope NOLA. Hey, Troy, how you?
Hey, Tommy, how you doing?
I'm okay. Troy texted me and asked me to talk about something that was going to happen. But then when he told me the story, I insisted that he come on because I think it's a and it just says a lot about you, Troy, and I just wanted you to tell that story publicly. So tell us how it all started, if you will, please.
Well, Tommy, it's really simple. Obviously, with COVID, there's a lot of people hurting, and you saw the grand opening of the West Bank new location, and literally the lines now are longer than we ever imagined. But one of the cool things that we try to do is encourage and inspire, obviously, high school students, college students to involve themselves in outreaches. In other words, they need to volunteer. So this Saturday at First Baptist Church in Covington, North Lake Christian High School, the senior class, is going to come out, and they're going to do a serve day with Giving Hope and Second Harvesters, and we're going to feed thousands of people. And the cool thing is we're going to actually video that and use that as an opportunity to inspire all the San Bajo, St. Tammany, New Orleans, Jefferson Parish students to go out into these local food pantries and volunteer, because there's a lot of people hurting, and a lot of these food pantries need the help. So what a way for a high school student or a college student to give back, to make a difference, because like you saw, Tommy, the lines that we're seeing at these food pantries now, this isn't the typical line we saw a year ago. We're seeing, convention workers, hospitality industry, people that are struggling to make ends meet. So what a great way for a high school student to give back, to show a day of serving.
You kind of skipped a part, though. This all started because somebody asked you to go, right?
They asked me to talk to the high school seniors for graduation, and I asked them, what do you think is important here? And they said, a life of serving. And I said, well, then let's show them what it looks like. So that's kind of what spurred this opportunity, was to convince these high school seniors at North Lake Christian, here's your opportunity to know what life is going to be like. Because a lot of times we think the biggest decision we got to make is where I'm going to college, who I'm married, where I'm living. But sometimes we just got to know why we're here. And one thing for sure, we all know we're called to serve.
And that's why I wanted you to tell the story, because instead of just standing up there, and look, you're a very successful businessman. You got businesses all over the country. You could talk about your success. But instead, your thought immediately went to feeding hungry people and how you could get kids actively involved, and not just maybe stand up there and drone on. And that's no reflection on you as a speaker, Troy, but maybe they're listening, maybe they're not, as opposed to this way. They're actually doing something and actually making a difference in terms of feeding hungry people. And by actively doing this could be something that sticks with them for the rest of their life and people they contact. I presume that's the idea, right?
Of course, because, Tommy, you know that during these times there's a lot of people hurting, and what greater opportunity do we have as someone to go back and help someone else, and how will we remember that, and how can we use that in the future for everything we do? So it's a great opportunity, and I'm just tickled pink that First Baptist, Second Harvesters, and North Lake Christian agreed to do it. I think it's going to be a special event.
I think it says a lot about you, and I'm not saying this to curry favor, because you and I go back to Shaw a long, long time. We've known each other. But to change or to use the opportunity of being a commencement speaker into an event like this, I think is inspirational, to say the least. I really do. So tell us again about it, Troy, if you would, please, the event.
It's this Saturday from 9 to 1. It's Giving Hope is partnering with Second Harvesters. It's going to be held at the First Baptist Church. And we're actually going to have a serve day with North Lake Christian High School, the seniors that graduate in class, to give them the opportunity to give back and serve. So we'll run from 9 to 1. We plan on serving several thousand people, so it's going to be really exciting.
I hope this catches on locally and nationally, where instead of a commencement speech, maybe the speaker gets somebody involved with service, or the school with a day of service like you're doing, and then instead of the speech, they show the video at the graduation. And I just think that would be a win-win thing. And it's, again, an idea that you had, and I think it's a great one. Thank you, Troy. Real quick, I want to talk about food. Wait, real quick, hang on for a second. You got a couple more minutes?
Yeah, go ahead.
I want to talk about food insecurity, because it's the kind of thing you think could never happen to you until it does. And we'll talk more with Troy when we come back. 7:20, time for traffic now, WWL.
A good day getting started. Tommy Tucker on WWL, the news, talk, and sports leader.
7:24 now. It is, for all intents and purposes, nighttime. supposed to get better, but hopefully lighten up a little bit. Before that, Saturday there's going to be a drive-through food distribution. Northlake Christian School giving home First Baptist Church Covington. It's going to happen at First Baptist Church Covington. We're talking to Troy Duhon now, my friend, and this started as a request to be a commencement speaker at a high school, and Troy said, you know what, instead of me just talking up there, why don't we teach what needs are and what it means to give back? And I just, again, you're an idea guy, and I think if this could turn into a regular thing for high schools instead of a commencement speaker, I think it would be huge. Let's talk about food insecurity, Troy, because I think a lot of people think food's insecurity to them. They don't think they can go to bed hungry until it does happen to them, right?
No, they don't. And you know, it's interesting, like I said, Tommy, the people that are in these lines now are people like you and I. These are people that were working, had good jobs, and now all of a sudden they're living on unemployment and they're having a hard time making ends meet. And, you know, a man or a woman is going to do what they got to do to feed their family. And, you know, you talk about insecurity. You know there's an insecurity issue when you don't open until 9 o'clock and people have been out here since 5:30.
Tell me about Giving Hope NOLA if somebody wants to get involved with.
Yeah, they go to the website, Giving Hope NOLA. You know, a lot of companies are volunteer, which is really exciting. I mean, we've had Energy come through here, Capital One Bank. We've had a lot of companies come in and volunteer. And, you know, sometimes the greatest gift you can give is to serve someone else and to really just be the empathetic person and love on them, because a lot of people are hurting. And also, shout out to all the grocery stores. Obviously, Tommy, we work with Rouse's, Winn-Dixie, Walmart. We're picking up a lot of the recycled stuff, and, of course, we're distributing it in 24 hours. So the good thing is there's a lot of people who do have food insecurity. We are taking care of them. The average person will leave with 50 to 60 pounds of food. And
you're always looking for volunteers?
Always need volunteers, yes. Right now, volunteers is the biggest need, no doubt about it. So you can go to givinghopenOLA.org and you just go to volunteer page. And like I said, we've had families come in as a group, family reunions. We've had companies. We've had, you know, schools. So it's fun. You're going to have a good time by volunteer, I promise you.
And you're a business guy. I would think it'd also be a great, as the thunder roars, I think it'd be a great team-building exercise as well, rather than run out in the woods, huh?
Yes, you know, it was really interesting to watch Energy come out as a group. Some of the other companies have come out. They do bond, and we shoot a little video for them, so it's kind of fun. They enjoy it.
Thank you, Troy. I appreciate everything you do for the community. You know that. And the event happens Saturday. You need to know at givinghopenOLA.org. Stay safe, Troy.
Thank you, Tommy. You bet. Bye-bye.
Brother. All right. 7:27 now at WWL. Real quick. I don't know.